Hi, everyone. Welcome to Chungsando's 7-week meditation program. Today is the 4th session in the series. Last week, we learned how to circulate energy with Om and Hum breathing, as well as the water ascending, fire descending technique. The yin and yang energies that make up all things in the universe exist as water and fire energies in our bodies. And if you circulate them well, you can become healthier and sustain your youth. If you continue this practice, you will experience not only physical and mental health, but also enlightenment. So I hope you're ready to start. I will turn this music off. So let's see. And in today's session, we'll discuss energy more deeply and learn about the channels that carry it. So as you see here in the slide, there are 3 main vessels we will focus on in our practice: the conception vessel that runs along the front, the governing vessel that runs along the back, and the penetrating vessel that cuts through the center of your body. We will learn how to meditate effectively using these energy pathways. Just as there are railways for trains, roads for cars, and blood vessels for blood to flow, there are channels for energy to flow in our bodies. In the East, the governing, conception, and penetrating vessels are widely used in meditation practices. We'll also learn how to clear these vessels that are, in terms of energy, filled with blockages that have the heaviness of cement and gravel. Once cleared and purified, these vessels can enable energy to move freely between the upper and lower tanjan. So now, what are energy vessels? The conception vessel, which flows top to bottom along the front of the body, the governing vessel, which flows bottom to top along the spine, and the penetrating vessel, which flows up and down vertically, are the circuits of life within our bodies where cosmic light energy flows. Our body is a highly intricate microcosm of the universe. When we receive cosmic light energy through meditation, the celestial light energy flows through the circuits of life. There are 8 circuits known as the 8 extraordinary meridians of energy. The 3 mentioned earlier are commonly used in Chungsando. Once again, the conception vessel, the governing vessel, and the penetrating vessel. When our vital energy flows freely through these light channels, we become vibrant and healthy and gain confidence. However, if circulation is obstructed, we may quickly feel fatigued, and our mental health, including concentration and willpower, can weaken. From a spiritual perspective, blocked energy channels prevent us from connecting with the higher realm or the universe, which inhibits our human potential. The conception and governing vessels form a large loop around the central part of the body, connecting the upper and lower tanjan. Energy flows up our bottom along the governing vessel and down the conception vessel along the chest and abdomen. The penetrating vessel extends vertically from the crown chakra to the perineum, allowing the energy to travel faster. So now let us start by aligning our perineum with the 0 coordinates on the ground's imaginary X and Y axes. This is to help you position your mind and spiritual body at the center of the universe where energy is the most concentrated. And this will also help you to concentrate in your meditation. Just as in the last session, as you let out your first deep breath, imagine your energy traveling down from your crown chakra to your perineum along the penetrating vessel, releasing all of the trauma and negative energies you have harbored in your body. When you breathe in, open the lower tanjan and imagine that you're letting in cosmic life and light energy. Fill your body with this energy as you raise your breath again to your crown chakra. After a few of these breaths, we will consciously rotate the fire and water energies up and down the penetrating vessel. Again, this cuts through the middle of your body, connecting the perineum to your crown chakra. So as we discussed in the last session, water and fire energies represent the yin and yang energies in our body. Water energy resides in the lower tanjan, and fire energy resides in the upper tanjan. And through our breath and meditation, in our meditation, we will rotate these energies along the energy vessels. So now let's try this with music. And we will start with the penetrating vessel. We can try this for about 15 minutes. So bring awareness to the penetrating vessel, which cuts through the middle of your body, connecting the crown chakra and the perineum. And starting at your lower tanjan, imagine a ball of light that represents the moon or the water energy in your body. And as you slowly breathe in, you're going to expand your lower abdomen and slowly push the ball of light up along the penetrating vessel. And when it reaches the upper tanjan, that ball of light will convert to the sun or the fire energy. And as you exhale, the sun will travel down along your penetrating vessel until it reaches the lower tanjan. Breathe in, imagining the ball of light, the water energy this time. Expand your lower abdomen and carry that ball of light back up to your upper tanjan. And hold for a couple of seconds. And exhale. Imagine a ball of light that represents the sun and the fire energy in your body. And carry that down along the penetrating vessel until it arrives in your lower tanjan. And hold for a couple of seconds there. Now breathe in and expand the lower abdomen slightly as you carry the moon or the water energy back up to your upper tanjan. And when it arrives in your upper tanjan, you can hold there for a few seconds. And exhale. Carry the sun or the fire energy back down along your penetrating vessel, along until it arrives in the lower tanjan, and hold. And as you do this, bring awareness to your penetrating vessel, bring awareness to any blockages that you feel. It may appear those blockages may appear as breathlessness, may appear as difficulty in carrying that energy up and down, but just bring awareness to them. In our next session, we're going to focus on how to clear those energy vessels in greater detail. So again, imagine the ball of light in your lower tanjan, water energy. As you breathe in, expand the lower abdomen and carry that ball of light up along your penetrating vessel to your upper tanjan and hold for a few seconds. Breathe out And carry that light energy, which is the sun and the fire energy, back down the penetrating vessel to your lower danjan and hold. Breathe in, expand the lower abdomen. Carry the water energy or the moon along the penetrating vessel to your upper danjan and hold. Breathe out. Bring that ball of light, which is the sun or the fire energy, along the penetrating vessel, back down to your lower abdomen or your lower danjan and hold. We're going to do this for another 10 to 12 minutes. And you can go at your own pace. Your breath can be as short or as long as you need it to be. Okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed that. Um, so we're going to try it again, but this time let's circulate the fire and water energies up and down the governing and conception vessels, starting at the lowest part of your body, the perineum. As you breathe in, move your breath up along the governing vessel, move past the crown chakra, and let the energy glide past and down your face towards the philtrum, which is the space between the nose and the upper lip. This is where the governing vessel ends. And as you breathe out, continue the cycle, moving the energy down the front of your body along the conception vessel. The conception vessel starts in the area between the lower lip and the chin. So there's a gap between the governing and the conception vessels, which is sometimes filled by placing the tongue on the ceiling of the mouth. End your breath at the finally, you'll end the breath at the perineum, which is again located between the anus and the genitalia. Without breaking the cycle, with your next breath in, move the energy up along your back, along the governing vessel, to your upper danjan, and then down along your face until you reach the philtrum, or the area between the nose and the upper lip. And as you exhale, move the energy down the front of your body to the perineum once again. As you continue this, you will notice blockages once again along this path, which may be felt as a sense of suffocation or breathlessness. But it will get easier as the blockages get cleared through each cycle. And again, in the next session, we'll discuss in greater detail how to clear these energy vessels. So we're going to try this with music. And similarly, as we did with the penetrating vessel, we're going to imagine the moon or the sun that'll represent the water and the fire energies in our body. So the moon will start in the lower part of the body. So in this meditation, the starting point will be the perineum. So position the ball of light or the moon at or near the perineum. And as you breathe in, you're going to carry that ball of light along the governing vessel, tracing your spine to all the way to the top of your head, down the front of your face. And as you exhale, you're going to carry the fire energy or another ball of light that represents the sun down along the front of your body or the conception vessel until it reaches the perineum. And at the perineum, that ball of light will become the moon, which you're going to carry back along the governing vessel to the top, along your face, and exhale, carrying the sun or the fire energy down the conception vessel, all the way down to the perineum. So I'm going to guide you for the first 5 minutes of the 15-minute meditation in the next part. So try to follow as best as you can. There's a lot to think about in this meditation, but as you continue with this practice, it'll become easier. So let's turn the music back on. So the most important thing to remember is when you breathe up, you're carrying the energy up along the governing vessel, which traces your back. And when you exhale, you're going to carry that energy and that breath down along the front of your body, which is the conception vessel. So. Okay. So let's start by imagining the ball of light or the moon or the water energy at the perineum. And as you take a breath in, you're going to slightly expand the lower abdomen once again and move that ball of light up along the governing vessel, pass your neck, your crown chakra, until it reaches the philtrum, which is the area between your nose and your upper lip. You're going to exhale and carry another ball of light, which is the fire energy or the sun, down the front of your body or the conception vessel, all the way down to the perineum. And once it arrives there, you're going to inhale without breaking that cycle. Carry the moon all the way up along the governing vessel, tracing your spine, back of your neck, back of your head, past the crown chakra, down the front, down your face, until it arrives at the philtrum. And you're going to exhale. Carry the sun, another ball of light that represents fire energy, and bring it all the way down your neck, your chest, your abdomen, tracing the conception vessel until it arrives at the perineum. You're going to take the moon energy as you inhale, expand the lower abdomen slightly, carry that moon energy or water energy up along the governing vessel, tracing your spine, back of your neck, back of your head, touching the crown chakra without stopping there, moving down your face, and finally arriving at the philtrum, where the governing vessel ends. You're going to exhale. And now imagine the sun or the fire energy and move that down the conception vessel, down the front of your neck, front of your chest, your abdomen, all the way down to the perineum. And slightly contract your lower abdomen as you do so. And at the perineum, once again, imagine the moon or the water energy and carry that ball of light up along the governing vessel, tracing the spine, the back of your neck, the back of your head, moving past the crown chakra with your breath, down your face until it arrives at the philtrum. You're going to exhale. Imagine the sun or the fire energy as you carry that ball of light down your throat, your chest, your abdomen. Contract your lower abdomen slightly. And allow the ball of light to arrive in the perineum. And inhale. Carry the water energy, the moon, up along the governing vessel, tracing your spine. Just noticing and bringing awareness to all of the blockages that you may feel along the way. Past the crown chakra, down your face until it arrives at the philtrum. Exhale, contract your lower abdomen slightly. Bring the sun or the fire energy down along the conception vessel that traces the front of the body until it arrives at the perineum. You're going to inhale, expand the lower abdomen slightly, and carry that water energy or the moon up along the governing vessel, tracing the spine, back of your neck, back of your head, moving past the crown chakra, down your face until it arrives at the philtrum. And exhale. Contract the lower abdomen slightly and move the fire energy this time, or the sun, down the front of your body, or the conception vessel, tracing your chest, your belly button, until it arrives at the perineum. And inhale, imagine the moon. Move that ball of light up along the governing vessel. And this is a cooling energy. So when it arrives near the crown chakra, feel the cooling energy of water cooling your head. Let it glide past your face as it arrives at the philtrum. And when you exhale, contract the lower abdomen slightly. And this time, imagine the fire energy or the sun move down the front of your body. And as it does so, let it burn through all of the exhaustion, all of the stresses that you're harboring in your chest and in your body. And release as you bring that energy down to the perineum. And inhale. Again, carry that cooling water energy up along the governing vessel, along the back of your neck, back of your head, past the crown chakra, and allow that cooling energy to cool your head in the process. And bring it down to your philtrum. And exhale. And this time carry the fire energy or the sun down the front of your body. And let the warmth of the fire energy soothe all of the pains and the stresses. As you release, carry that energy down the conception vessel, past your chest, past your abdomen. Contract your abdomen slightly as you do so as it arrives in the perineum. And you're going to continue that cycle for another 10 minutes. And feel free to go at your own pace. Your breath will lengthen gradually, so don't force it. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. And again, if it doesn't feel naturally, if the breathing doesn't feel natural, or if this meditation technique feels difficult to you, that's normal. Although we're introducing this in a basic class, it's far from basic. It's a very difficult technique to master, and but it's something that needs to be done. So it's something we need to learn to move forward in our meditation practice. But with practice, it'll become much easier, and the meditation will become more enjoyable. So your breathing will become more regular, and all the blockages will be cleared. So then you'll be just able to focus on the meditation. So today, we learned how to use the conception, governing, and penetrating vessels. Because penetrating meridian vessels are not commonly used, energy-wise, they are clogged with materials similar to blocks, rocks, and cement. In the next session, we will learn more specific ways to remove this debris and purify and cleanse these meridian vessels. In our next session, we'll be purifying the energy pulse so that the energy in the universe can travel smoothly inside your body. So please continue to practice what you've learned at home, and this practice requires patience and persistence. However, in time, it'll get easier and you will start to feel the health benefits. So thank you again for joining us. See you in the next session.